This is a Hot Pie Media original.
I think this show is really cool. I know it's not cool to brag about the Manning brothers, but the Manning brothers Monday night broadcast, it's not for everybody, but I'm a big fan of different, risk-taking, slightly fearless, and the whole thing about this show, the concept is a really good one that I think there'll be a copycat. I know it's going to get weird, but I think this is almost like the American Idol of sports broadcasts. It's different, originally different, okay? That's what they're doing. It's a funny show. They're dorky enough to make it work, and it's got an unscripted flow to it that is really good. I can't brag enough about the concept and about the job they do of being different. I mean, in last night's broadcast of the Manning Brothers Monday Night Show, or whatever they call it, I mean, that's what I would call it. Peyton Manning, who's got the giant head, right? His head takes up the entire screen. It's the biggest head of all time, biggest forehead ever. He's wearing like a throwback Patriots jersey, and his brother is being his usual dorky self. But so they do their thing, they yuck it up, and it's a conversation while the game is going on. Typically, most people don't care that much about the games. They're not that entertaining. So some entertainment around the entertainment is a brilliant concept. They make sure that they fill in the blanks with great guests. Now, I don't know how long that can last, but it's a good night on any show anywhere when I think Marshawn Lynch is like the Snoop Dogg of football. That's what I think he is. He's just you can't help but like him and sort of think he's kind of cool. I know there's some baggage, but still, he's the Snoop Dogg of football. He's like he's this funny voice of the NFL coming from a guy who's a complete mess, but he's kind of a lovable mess. Marshawn Lynch was a dominating player at times, a lot of the time. But he's become this sort of Snoop Dogg-like character. And they had him on last night, and he was drunk. That's good. If I were booking guests for the show, I'd say, are you high? John McClellan is the co-founder and creator of ATX Hot Sauce, now in all 50 states and several retail outlets as well. So what we're going to do today is we're going to let this social media rock star chef walk us through 4 different sauces, and then I'll taste, and we'll tell everyone why they should buy. You can give the science behind these, and then I'll make the simple recommendation. Go to atxhotsauce.com. All right,
I don't think anybody's heard the website.
Yeah, I know.
By you, Jeff, but it is atxhotsauce.com.
I'll say
I got that one right.
45 times, atxhotsauce.com. So let's do it.
I brought 4 flavors here, and we're going to test your palate today. Okay. And I only brought 4 because I didn't think you could handle 5 or 6.
Yes,
probably a smart move. Yeah. And so the first one we're going to try here, it's called Beet Heat. And just like the name implies, it has beets in it. It's made with red Fresno peppers. Red Fresnos are red peppers that are they're hotter than a jalapeno and a little bit less than a serrano. So not super hot here, just a lot of good, really good flavor. So we're going to start with this one, and then we're going to move up the chain.
Okay. I've had the Beet Heat, but okay.
Yeah, we're going to try it though.
It goes well with a cab. All right, Jeff's savoring Beet Heat.
I'll even do it with you, so that should be all right. Now remember, it is hot sauce.
Yeah. Oh, it is. It's hot sauce. Trust me, man.
Wait, is that one hot to you?
No, a little.
Yeah. The great thing with the fermentation process is you get a bunch of the flavor right up front.
Yeah.
And then the heat comes, but then it dissipates pretty quickly, especially with the red Fresnos. You know, this is not a very spicy one, but it is a very tasty one. Goes on great on sandwiches.
Beet Heat.
Beet Heat. B-E-E-T. Heat.
All right. Go to atxhotsauce.com.
That's right.
We'll give you a little while. Go get high. Liquored up. Perfect. He's on last night. He's liquored up, and the show gets exactly what it needed. Some F-bombs.
Protected. Oh, what the fuck?
I don't think.
Right, what? So they're there in total boredom in a game that is awful. I watched it on a flight last night, and I almost went to sleep. And, well, I had to do that because the person next to me was going to talk to me if I didn't find a way to block her. So she just moved on to the next dude who fell prey to it. I don't know how many business cards he got. So I did the Ward thing, get the headphones on, all but put sunglasses on and hide. So I put this game on, and it was awful. Oh, my gosh, it was just so badly played. This is what happens in the NFL when you just sort of get to this next level of quarterbacks. So they're doing their show. They have Marshawn Lynch on. And it's Seahawks and Saints playing. It's just a run-of-the-mill play in the middle of the field, and they're trying to yuck it up about football, and there he goes.
Protected. Oh, what the fuck?
I don't think. Hey,
So Eli Manning, being the dork, is trying to tell him, no, you can't do that, man. Yes, you can. Yeah, it's kind of cool. My point is, there's the show in the news again. There's the show in the news for being weird and different. Years ago, I'm not going to say it's quite to the level of the original Monday Night Football broadcast, which was like the Seinfeld of football broadcasts. It was funny. It was quirky, which is good. It was critical. It was unscripted, and they were liquored up. And it was hilarious TV. These guys, by letting Marshawn, who admitted he was drunk, drop some F-bombs. Sorry, didn't want it to happen, but it did. I think it just takes this show and this concept to another level. I really think this is going to be, I don't know if you can duplicate this, because most people suck. Most people are too scripted. But I think this is the way you're going to start to have an option to watch games. And that is a talk show that goes on around the game.
From the Hot Pie Media Studios in Austin, Texas, it's the Jeff Ward Show. Listen at jeffwardshow.com.